Hello everyone, it's Candace from Advantech Sales Team. Welcome to Advantech webinar. Today we are going to talk about intelligent detection and AI solution. The global coronavirus pandemic has disrupted life, livelihood, public health, and even business over 190 countries around the world. Such dramatic spread has not only endangered human safety, but also forced business transformation. In today's webinar, we are glad to have product managers and BDM to share how Advantech can help our customers from protecting workforce safety to increasing production efficiency. Let's try our best to turn the massive challenges into meaningful changes. What's more, please stay tuned to the webinar. You might be the next one to wear the coolest and the best smartwatch, Apple Watch. How to get this? Please drop us a question during the webinar and finish the questionnaire in the end. The questionnaire link will be shared in the end of the webinar, and the lucky smartwatch winner will be randomly selected afterwards. Please drop us a question or leave a message. We will have our experts answering your question online immediately. Now, let's welcome Sales Manager Sean and BDM Grace to introduce the hottest solution, infection prevention solution with video AI integrated system.
Thank you for joining the webinar today. This is Sean and this is Grace, who is right beside me. Okay, so as an introduction by Candace, the topic today is to talk about the intelligent solutions Advantech does. And the first section that coming up right away is to talk about the fever detection that we use at our Advantech headquarters office as well. So if you have any questions or any concerns you might have, please feel free to leave a message at the chat box. Okay, so I will leave the time to Grace, please.
Thank you, Sean. Good day, everyone. I'm Grace. So as Sean mentioned, today I'm going to introduce you the video AI-based infection prevention solutions, which will include 4 kinds of solutions: visitor fever screening, occupancy monitoring, infection tracking system, as well as the social distance monitoring. So first one, I'm going to talk about the visitor fever screening system, which I believe some of you may already familiar with. But I'm going to talk about more what is advantage in selling these kind of solutions. So this is actually a real photo in one of our customer scenario site. As you can see, to set up this kind of fever screening solutions, we usually recommend implement in an indoor area, and we will suggest our end user to set up such a security channel to guide your employees and visitor to walk through. On the second stop, there will be a thermal camera set up whether wall mount or table stand or floor stand with. On the third stop, we usually recommend a security guard still need to stand by on site to do the recheck once if a visitor or employee is detected a potential fever from our thermal cameras. Once he or she is detected abnormal, the camera module will automatically send out an alarm voice, and then security guard will be standing by to use a handheld thermometer to do the recheck. Finally, in the backend system, we will have the fever monitor and notification to show the screening result on the platform. Talking about the 4 important benefits or features of Advantech visitor fever screening solutions, as you see on the slide, even a visitor is wearing a face mask on, we can still detect it. Even a visitor or a person is holding a cup of hot coffee or hot tea, we will not have any false alarm because we are actually focusing on the forehead temperature measurement. For the fever detection, once a person or a group of people is detected with a potential fever, the camera module will send out the alarm voice loudly to let the visitor know that, or the security guard to know a person is detected with fever. He or she cannot be entered. And finally, group detection up to 30 faces. As long as they can fit in the blue screening zone, we can automatically detect it without standing by, and the the screening result will be show up in 0.5 seconds.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I have a quick question. So should we stand at a specific area for a few seconds, or we just pass through with a normal pass?
Okay, so I get this point because right now when I go to other places, a lot of similar solutions provided in the market right now, they actually required a visitor standing in front of the camera with a specific cue or marking on the floor. So this visitor need to wait like 3 to 5 seconds, which cause a long queue behind. But with Advantech solutions, as you can see from the slide, they actually don't need to standing on a certain zone. They can just quick pass through. Even with a big group of people, it's the same.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Welcome. Right now you are looking at the system architecture of our visitor fever screening solutions. As you can see, there are actually two different thermographic camera modules, including a 3mm one and also the 6mm ones. The difference between these two camera modules is actually the screening coverage. So it depends on the real-side scenario that you are going to implement. The second device it will require is the fever screening managers, which will divide it into basic, standard, pro function differentiated by our CMS license table. So I will introduce deeply in the next slide what is the difference between these three modules in the fever screening managers. So for a multi-site deployment, we will have the data service center as well as the infection prevention control center. For example, if you're serving a big group of hospitals, they probably have 20 or 30 hospital branches, which each hospital may have 30 or 10 entrances on site. In this quite big project deployment of an infection prevention control center is required for a better high efficient management. So we talk about the different softwares functions based on our fever screening CMS softwares. So as you can see on this software, we have the fever screening lively. We provide a dashboard for statistic data. We also have the event investigation report for quick checkout. So for the standard modules of the fever screening manager, users are allowed to receive the alert and to see the body temperature display. And they are also able to receive a database to see the dashboard, what will be the event static summary, and they can also check the trend analysis per daily or weekly or any specific period they choose. With the professional functions, of course, we can integrate with Advantech own facial recognition, edge computers, and our own algorithms. So for example, we have some customers which they have their own access control implement in the factory site or in the enterprise building. They take our professional package of this visitor infection prevention, which include the body temperature screening and also the facial recognition. So in the end, they actually serve the all-in-one solution, including their access control, to serve their enterprise customer or the factory customer better. Right now, you are seeing our CMS software user interface. As you can see on the first zone, we are showing a detected person's live data of their body temperature after screened. As long as they stand in the detected blue zone, we will show up immediately within 0.5 seconds. Once a person is detected with a potential fever, this face with the temperature information will be show up on the warning sections. So this user interface is actually providing for the management level or team to see what is the status of the fever screening right now. On the third part, all of the faces, all the visitors, employees' faces will be enrolled automatically into the database and along with their body temperature information. So you may wondering, what about if we are using the facial recognition functions? So on the fourth part, you see with the green circle, if you use the professional package, we are able to implement to show either their face ID or employment ID or their names according to the table you provide enrolled into the database. The extra function you see on the blue part is also Once a person is detected with fever, all the faces and information will be shown up on the fourth part, and a security guard or a manager are enabled to do a recheck to confirm whether this new case is a confirmed fever, or he or she can just pass because this is a false alarm. So you get an idea what is about Advantech fever screening solutions, but you also see there are some similar solutions right now in the market. For example, the pure thermal camera providers, global well-known thermal camera providers, and also the fever screening tablet module as well. What Advantech offered is actually very and more flexible and with an economic scale. So we not only provide the face capturing function, but we allowed our partners to take the facial recognition integration, and we enable you to integrate with your existing access control system as well. Not so many modules can do the group of people detection, especially some of the brand, they will create a false alarm. So what we are providing is actually multi-faces recognition, and our software enable the managers to do the recheck with the body temperature, and we provide the platform for the database. The best one is the cost is rarely fairly economic compared to other providers. So here you see for the visitor fever screening part, we actually help our customer deploy in such verified scenarios, including the banking, hospital, retail store, or office buildings. So from the picture you see actually different scenarios, they have their own inquiries. What Advantech selling is just simple as a thermal camera module with our CMS software pre-installed in the IPC. You can decide what it will be look like in your end user's building. So for example, in the office location, one of our partners set up the thermal camera module with their own moving card, which also have one small tablet or a TV on the moving card. On the retail store, they use their existing digital signage to show the visitor body temperature, and they mount the thermal camera on the ceiling. So this is our cases which we can share with you.
Okay, another quick question. So it sounds like a plug and go solution, right? So is there any basic requirement for system integrator to install the solution on the field side?
So basically, since this is a plug and play solutions, we only require our partners to do the implement on the site, and that's it. Unless they want to add up the facial recognition or access control, that will require extra integration part.
Okay, that's wonderful, Grace. So this solution definitely helps a lot to detect the fever, and also it makes perfect sense to me. Yes, as you know, we used to use the traditional way, like by human holding that thermometer, to check the body temperature at the entrance. But at the rush hour, I could see people waiting on the queue. But now we don't need to hold there anymore because people just go through. You don't need to wait or any seconds. You just pass through by the same pace will be fine. So because as I'm sales. Most of the time, the customer would ask me one question that they want to use something they already have. So because the solution we provide right now is a camera with a box PC, and this box PC has a CMS installed. So if the customer already have their own camera, the box PC, then can they just buy the CMS from us then?
Well, normally we don't suggest do this way because we cannot guarantee the 100% compatibility of the software as well as the other branded IPC. So for the configuration part and for the wholesaling solutions, we will still recommend to go with the thermal camera module as well as Advantech branded IPC, which pre-installed with our infection prevention CMS software altogether.
Yeah. Okay. So it's definitely the box PC that we
Yes.
offer is without the compatibility issue because that's what we guarantee.
Yes.
Yeah. So as a result, we still recommend you to buy the whole solution from us. Okay. So yeah, I will leave the time to the Grace, and then we still can move on to the next section.
Second part, I would like to talk about infection tracking. So from your point of view, this might be separated from what I just presented, but actually it's not. If you are going to sell or taking this visitor fever screening, you need to look at the future, what it will bring extra benefit to your existing solution or to your end customers. We all know about the COVID-19 or the other confirmed virus or disease like the SARS or dengue fever. There might be a 2 weeks or 14 days incubation period to incubate the virus when they pass on to the next host, right? So what we want to do is, aside from the visitor fever screening part, we want to track whether a confirmed case where they have been moving around in this building. Once they have been confirmed the case, we want to know where they have been or who has been in touch with this potential host. So what we are proposing right now is, once a person is confirmed with fever or a confirmed case, we will leverage your building's existing CCTV surveillance camera systems with our intelligent VMS software with IPC altogether to find out where did this person show up in a certain zone. So there are actually 4 simple steps to do that. The first one, the face capture and record for a target locations with our facial recognition AI box. So we need to input a face ID from the fever screening solutions. Once a face ID is input, then we will input this into our database. The database will automatically finding or matching previous face record by this new face ID. So once we found the matching events, we will have the video investigation to find out who were the contact list or what were the events, which include the places like the 5th floor or which CCTV captured this face ID, where they have been in these certain places. So this is a basic idea of what we add on value from our existing visitor fever screening solutions as well as the infection tracking systems. The third one, occupancy monitoring system. This is also very hot requirement right now in the market. We all know about the people counting technology, which deployed in the airport, in the shopping mall zones. But during this post-pandemic era, since a lot of business already coming back, people go back to shopping mall, people go back to the factory to work, people go back to the office to work, a certain controlling capacity system is required to implement, because once a number of visitors inside a building access the capacity, you need to get alarm, or a security guard will be able to send a request or to stop people to coming to re-enter. So this actually a basic idea based on Advantech people counting technology as well as our digital signage solutions. As you can see on the picture right now, this is one of our approval case from a hypermarket end users. So they are actually integrated with our digital signage software, which can show the daily advertisement they pre-dispatched, and then show the daily visitors or prompt live data of what is the number of shoppers right now inside. So this is a system, a very simple way for you to preview. Basically, a smart counting camera will be implemented, and the number of cameras depends on the number of entrances. So our edge box with the UBX 310, which have pre-installed video sense edge software, are not only able to collecting the people counting data, but also can be played as a role as a digital signage, a client player, which can do the dual functions. So the idea of this occupancy monitoring is actually to show whether you can enter or you need to wait for a longer time. Last one, what we want to introduce is the social distance monitoring. we get the idea that a lot of societies or cultures, industry, they are keen on this kind of solutions, because now people coming back to work or people start to go out for shopping. But why we want to invent this kind of solution is from a goodwill. We actually leverage the existing CCTV cameras from your existing buildings systems. What we do is our intelligent VMS, which can able to record with your the video source from the IP cameras. As you can see from the videos right now, when two people stand by too close, a red zone will be triggered, and they will also send out an alarm from the social distance event as well. So we actually using our AI technology to count the distance between two people. Once an event is received or triggered, the management team will receive an alarm from the dashboard, and these managers will be able to send out a notification email to these two persons for friendly notifications.
Okay, well, that's excellent. But again, I'm sorry, I might have too many questions because I'm sales, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So if the customer already have their own CCTV and they already spend money on the hardware itself, then now if we want them to adapt our solution, but at the meantime we don't want them to dump all their hardware devices because that's all totally a waste for them. So what can we do to help them to do any add-on value as an integration service to them? Yeah.
So if your customers already have their own CCTV surveillance cameras, which has on-VIF functions empowered, then which is better, because for the solutions including the social distancing monitoring and also the infection tracking solutions, we want to leverage their existing CCTV cameras inside their buildings. And we will add up with our own NVR as well as the video AI technology software pre-installed inside the IPC, and that's done. So it actually could be an add-on value for your existing partners. Maybe the CCTV ISP or SI will be much better for their existing product portfolio to serve their end customer better.
Yeah. So we still need a system integrator to help in between. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's making sense to me. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's excellent, Grace. So totally you introduced 4 different solutions here, and they are really helpful, and it can be implemented at any public place or your factory, office, shopping mall, and so on. So because right now the coronavirus is gradually getting better. I mean, people are coming back to work. You are going to shopping. You are going outside. So we really need such solutions to help you enhance the management efficiency. So yes, this coronavirus really caused a huge impact to the whole industry in the worldwide. So we hope this solution can help you and be safe, and also against the coronavirus, and to get through this period as soon as possible. Okay, so thank you very much, Grace.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Sean and Grace. Advantech all-in-one solution, from visitor fever screening system, infection tracking system, occupancy monitoring system, to social distance monitoring system, provide total prevention for you. In addition to human safety, the machines and product lines are also under a huge impact in this pandemic. Without stable workforce, how can customers optimize their application to make them more intelligent? To respond to the question, let's welcome Professional Product Managers Yixin to introduce how AI can optimize and transform business.
Hello everyone, I'm Yixin, Product Manager of Vega 300 and Air Series products. In the following section, I will introduce to you what AI applications that our products can empower and why Vega 300 and Air series products can bring value to those applications. Let's get into the first topic. What kind of AI applications that Vega 300 and Air series can bring values to? They can be applied in traffic monitoring, robotic or AGV, and smart retail fields, which usually have limited power supply and space. Moreover, Vega 300 and Air series can also meet the AI computing requirements in medical image or AOI analysis that typically involve high resolution or density images processing and needs high performance. Given these diverse AI applications and computing requirements, we offer different products to fulfill the needs. On module side, Vega 320 and 330 small size modules are suitable for traffic monitoring, AGV, and smart retail applications that are power or space limited. On the other hand, Vega 340 PCIe modules can meet the relative high computing needs in medical image or AOI analysis applications. On system side, Air 100, 101, 200, and 300 each has the unique features that fit for the target applications. I will further go through the product details later on. Now, let me use two use cases to share with you how our Vega 300 and Air series products empower AI at the edge. First is the smart street light use case of Vega 320. Vega 320 is an M.2 form factor AI module and has a very low power consumption, only 3.8 watt. The customer integrated this tiny module into their existing cameras and analyzed video data in real time to enhance the efficiency of roadside parking. According to their estimation, the utilization efficiency was increased by at least 10 to 15%. The key benefit that Vega 320 brings are compact and low power budget, enable real-time AI analysis on local devices, and save data bandwidth and cost. The second use case is Air 300 on robotic AOI defect inspection. The customer uses Air 300 as a training server in their AI defect inspection system. The inspection system would cooperate with the robotic arm to identify and sort out the products into OK or NG categories. One key value of Air 300 is that it supports high-power CPU and PCIe by 16 GPU card, such as 2080 Ti. And another value is the large data transmission and storage bandwidth. So, after knowing what kind of applications that Vega and Air series target and seeing two use cases, now let's look at why choose Vega 300 and Air series in those applications. First of all, Vega and Air series are optimized for vision AI. They all included a kind of processor called Vision Processing Unit, or VPU. In terms of performance, customers can easily scale up or down the AI computing power simply by plugging in or pulling out Vega modules. On the other hand, when AI tasks are executed on VPU, CPU or GPU resources will be freed up and can be used for other applications. The second key advantage of Vega 300 and Air series is power efficiency. They can do AI inference tasks in low power consumption. Therefore, customers can have an efficient exchange of performance on every power they spend. The third highlight is that Vega 300 and Air series come with Advantech Edge AI Suite software. It is an easy-to-use graphic interface AI toolkit, which allows customers to do AI inference and monitor device status in real time easily. Next, I will introduce the product offerings in Vega 300 and Air series. On hardware side, we have Vega 300 series acceleration modules and Air series inference system. And on software side, we have FaceView industrial app and Edge AI Suite toolkit. Here are all the offerings of Vega 300 series AI acceleration modules. All Vega modules have Intel Movidius Mira X vision processing unit, or called VPU on board. For small size, we have Vega 320, which is M.2 form factor with one Movidius VPU, and Vega 330 with its mini PCIe form factor and with 1 or 2 Movidius VPU. For higher numbers of VPU, we have PCIe by 4 form factor, Vega 340 with 4 or 8 VPU on board. As mentioned before, these acceleration modules are optimized for vision AI applications and with low power consumption. Furthermore, to scale up or down AI computing power is flexible because customers can just switch the modules plugged in the system. Next, I will introduce each Air system. First is Air 100. It is a smart AI signage system with Intel Atom E3950 CPU and 1 Movidius Mira X VPU built in, which gives the system built-in vision AI capability. On the other hand, the system also has NVIDIA GT1030 GPU on board and supports 4 HDMI outputs at 4K resolution. Last but not least, Air 100 is a ready-to-use system with 4G memory, 64G storage, and Advantech Edge AI Suite Toolkit bundled, and is suitable for smart e-menu board, kiosk, and signage applications. The second Air system to be introduced is Air 101. It is with Intel Atom E3940 CPU and 2 Movidius VPU integrated. The system has thin rail design and supports 12 to 28 volt wide range power input. Air 101 is also a ready-to-use AI system with 8G memory, 64G storage, and Advantech Edge AI Suite bundled. And the target applications are warehouse AGV, industrial automation, or outdoor kiosk. The next Air system is Air 200. Air 200 is a rugged system with Intel Core i5 CPU and 2 Movidius VPU integrated. It also supports 12 to 24 volt wide range power input and can handle 1080p and FPS 120 encode and decode tasks. The system is ready to use with 8G memory, 64G storage, and Advantech Edge AI Suite Toolkit bundled. The target applications of Air 200 are traffic monitoring, license plate recognition, and vehicle track record. The last Air system to be introduced is our powerful Edge AI system, Air 300. It supports server-grade Xeon E3 or Core i series CPU and 1 PCIe by 16 slot for high-power GPU card. On the other hand, Air 300 has an 850-watt power supply built in, so customers can save effort on planning an external power supply. Furthermore, the system has a maximum 20 TB storage capacity. With all the above features, Air 300 is suitable for high computing applications such as robotic AOI, medical imaging analysis, and factory automation. As mentioned earlier, most Air series is bundled with Advantech Edge AI Suite Toolkit. This is a software toolkit that customers can leverage to easily experience AI inference demo, import their own trained model and do AI inference, and monitor device status with graphic user interface in real time. The other software offering is FaceView. FaceView is an Edge AI facial recognition industrial app, and the 4 main features it can offer are first and foremost, real-time identification and notification powered by high-precision face recognition engine. Another main feature is customer behavior analysis and customer management with easy enrolled VIP and blacklisting. With these features, FaceView Industrial App can provide countless service in corporate, retail, and bank and government sectors. The above is the introduction of our Edge AI solutions, including Vega 300 series acceleration modules, Air series inference systems, and Edge AI Suite software toolkit and FaceView Industrial App.
Thanks, Yixin. After Yixin's sharing about the latest AI innovation, you might be curious about how it can be implemented into the reality. In today's last session, let's welcome our experienced product managers, Alan, to share the worldwide cases. different cases, Alan will talk about how intelligent innovation could be applied into solutions in order to help our customers with business transformation. If there is any question about AI acceleration systems or module, please feel free to leave us a message or a question via the chat box.
Hello, I'm Alan, Product Manager from Advantech Embedded IoT Group. Today, my topic is how to use edge intelligence to accelerate your AIoT application. We know edge intelligence is a very hot topic in past year, and Advantech provides software and hardware integration for you to accelerate your IoT application. In later pages, I will introduce our offering and the solution for you. Since 2018, Advantech started to provide edge intelligence solution to our customer. This is a software and hardware integrated solution, help our customer accelerate their IoT application landing. We will provide wireless device on as default software inside, and help our customer create data from sensor, from equipment. And we provide a data visualization dashboard to help our customer realize their dashboard and realize their IoT application. And more, in this year, we start to provide equipment to intelligent E2I.app for our customer to more focus in manufacturing or focus in machine in equipment connectivity. We will provide OPC and the Modbus standard industrial protocol as default, help our customer create data from this kind of equipment and devices. In this page, we will give you some highlight for our iEdge.app. Okay, first, we help you to create data for equipment connectivity. As I mentioned, we will provide a protocol plugin and the support default standard industrial protocols. And more, we will have the data visualization dashboard, not only in remote side, we also provide local dashboard for local operator. And more, we will provide more edge intelligence features inside, like data preprocessing, like reaction role engine, to help you to do more edge intelligence application and services. Not only for cloud connectivity, we know most of our customers, because of security, they still use local cloud or private cloud. So in this year, we will provide edge cloud solution for our customer. It will focus on data services, and we will based on Kubernetes structure to help our customer to have a very reliable and very lightweight edge cloud for their IoT application. Okay, this is our first case study. We have a customer, they want to collect data from their CNC machine. So we provide a solution. We use our EISD 620 to create the data from their CNC machine based on OPC protocol. And then we provide our EIS S230 as edge cloud to have data visualization dashboard. In this case, they integrate this kind of CNC machine only use less than 2 months. It's very quickly and very easy to landing this kind of IoT application. Next case is a very big semiconductor manufacturing. They want to collect data from their testing board, and we use our EIS D150 to collect data from their testing board, and using our EIS S20 as a data visualization dashboard. In this case, because they want to have very quickly remote update for their testing board, so we also provide a device on dash OTA for their remote update. Okay. Not only for edge intelligence, we also provide a solution for edge AI. In before section, we introduced our FaceView AI facial recognition solution for you. In this section, we will give you more case study. Okay. As we know, FaceView is very smart and very quickly facial recognition solution, and it provides very high accuracy rate. It can use in following scenario like building for contactless elevator or for security or access control. Also, it can use in retail, factory or transportation. Okay, this is our first case for FaceView. This is the contactless elevator. As we know, because of coronavirus, contactless service is very important in this year. So one of our customers they asked us to provide facial recognition solution in elevator to reduce the content of the elevator control board. So we use the facial recognition to detect the user's face and make a reaction to decide which floor they need to go or they want to go. Okay, so this is very hot topic in this year, and we very quickly to help our customer to realize this application. This is another case for facial recognition. We know the autopilot bus is very hot topic in past years, and this customer they want to use facial recognition solution to integrate their ticket system because they want to have more detailed information and more confirmed information of the ticket. So they will use facial recognition to integrate their ticket system. And based on this kind of solution, they can collect more data from the passenger, and more they can use this kind of data to enhance their business decision because they can know how many people are in this bus and which kind of gender, which kind of age in this bus. So they can based on this kind of solution to provide more actual service for their passenger. So this case is very special and very useful for China, and for some area they start to use autopilot bus. Okay, in before pages, I introduced lots of case study for you. I think we can summarize in this page. Edge intelligence is very important topic, and also we want to base on software and hardware integrated solution to help our customer to landing their IoT applications. So we will provide a very complete hardware solution for you, and also we will preload our software inside, like FaceView for facial recognition, like IH for equipment connectivity. And based on this kind of software solution, we will also help you to have more features like security, like intelligence, and like integrate with a cloud or integrate with your devices. So Advantech will provide more and more software solution with our hardware and help you to realize your IoT application. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you for joining today, and thanks for all the questions and messages. If you have more queries, contact your Advantech regional sales to have a talk on how Advantech can empower your business. Please fill in the questionnaire with the link at chat box. Don't forget, the Apple Watch is waiting for you. Also, don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn. All the biggest first-hand news will be posted here. Last but not least, the next webinar on next month will be ruggedized solution for security and infrastructure applications. Scan QR code to register now. Stay tuned and we will see you in the next seminar. Thanks for joining today.